Well, it's going to be here somewhere. Oh, man. It's definitely sunglasses this morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing? McLeod, how are you this morning? Getting really excited. We've got a lot of wood chips down on the driveway. A lot of plants starting to grow. Got autumn joy sedum, daylilies. It's almost time to start planting stuff outside. The overnight temperatures are starting to come up to the point where we can do that. Oh, look at the love. Good morning. Clarence. Don't hear that name very often. What are you growing in your garden this year? Or what do you plan on growing in your garden this year? Because some of us haven't got to the point where we can start planting stuff outside. We're supposed to have some really nice weather over the weekend here, all the way into Tuesday, I think. I appreciate everybody that comes along and says hi, has a conversation. Hit the like button, double tap your screen. Just waiting for somebody to tell hardiness zone they're in. I'm in zone 4B for the most part, I think. And what a blessed morning it is. Friday morning, it's the end of the week. Sun shining, it's a little chilly. Anybody have anything that they want to talk about? I like talking about farming stuff because it's kind of neutral ground, and that's my hobby outside of work. Maybe let everybody know what state you're from, if you don't know your hardiness zone. Anybody raise livestock? Chickens, pigs, cows, llamas, turkeys, geese. We'd like to have some chickens, but we don't really have the setup that I'd like to have, just a minimal setup to kind of keep them alive, as it were. Oh, we're almost out to the big road. All right. My lilac cuttings are doing well. I've actually got one apple tree cutting that's showing. I'm really excited about that one. Looking forward to propagating the blackberries this year. Hopefully to get, at least 10 or so new plants out of it. I think it was earlier this week or late last week, I was talking about guerrilla harvesting, which is obviously the opposite of guerrilla gardening, which guerrilla gardening would be, just finding a spot of land that doesn't get used and planting something there. Guerrilla harvesting would be you find a plant you like and you take a cutting of it and try to propagate it. My forsythia plants, I've got 5 of them that look like they've got new growth on them. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with those. Forsythia is kind of in between like a vine and a bush, and it's an early bloomer, spring, early summer bloomer. It's got a bunch of yellow flowers on it. I live in the pine tree state, so there's all kinds of evergreens that I'm seeing, but I'm only looking for particular ones. I mean, I probably could just propagate the trees, pine tree, spruce, whatever, for like, let me get up to speed here and get on to cruise control. For landscapers or people that want to plant new trees on their properties that they want to cut in 20 years or whatever. Well, up to speed means up to speed there, fella. A lot of sawdust. There's a bus for sale in town here. I think they want like $5,000 for it. Let's see what that does. Maybe a little more than that. So, as far as I can tell, the weather is going to be treating me well today. So, there should be another live stream this afternoon at the wood chip pile, and then another short showing some of the progress of where we've made it with the wood chips. I think we've done quite well. We're down to the gravel circle there on the there's still a bit of a mess to kind of clean up, make it look decent, have a little honeymoon. trying to make it, decent for the wedding and or the reception afterwards. It's supposed to have something like 15 to 20 people. And that's going to mean, I don't know, like 6 vehicles that I'm going to have to find parking for. Still going to be a little chilly for them for the 2 weeks that they're going to be here, I think, overnight anyways. Anyone wants to help me get my hands on a green giant arborvitae or an emerald green arborvitae or some kind of flowering plant? I know hydrangeas are good. I'd like to get one and propagate it. Same thing with the arborvitaes. I'd like to do probably 1 or 2 plant sales towards the end of the summer, or maybe one early with, the red columbines that I've got to put out to seed there, plant them out, and then maybe one later in the season with the blackberry propagation, sedum propagation. I'll probably give away daylilies once I have enough of them, but good morning. Hope you're having a blessed day so far. Talking about plants, there's a wedding next week, the weather, possibly having chickens this year, trying to figure out where everybody is, not location, but hardiness zone. What growing zone are you in? I'm in zone 4B. So we're still early in the season up here. If you guys want to subscribe and get notified, I'm going to be going live this afternoon as long as the weather cooperates. The wood chip pile, there will be video on that one. Also, if you're interested, I do have a Patreon page where I post Bible studies and Bible devotionals. I also go live on Sundays on Patreon to do a Bible study around noon, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Link to that is in my channel description. So if you want to, go check that out. Plenty of content over there. I'm thinking with how many red columbine I'm going to be planting, I should be getting plenty of seeds, I think, to get started on putting some seed packets together to sell. Probably sell them on eBay or maybe on the Patreon page. That might help. So I registered a business on Google, even though it's not like an actual LLC or whatever, but it's Three Sisters Farm and Garden. And because we live on my mother's land, she gave us this sign when we first got there. It's gone now, but I think it said something to the effect of flowers, seeds, and perennials, something like that. And we've got plenty of perennials, just working on the seeds. The flowers are going to be the hardest part because we have to kind of collect them at a certain time, like with the annuals. Once I have some seeds that are acclimated to the region, the growing zone, and have enough of them, we'll start selling, seeds on, like I said, probably the Patreon page will be the easiest way to do it. I've even tried to collect some seeds from the Autumn Joy Sedum that I have on the property. We've got the mother plant, which wasn't in a good spot, but it grew up enough so that I could take cuttings last year, and now I've probably got 2 dozen that are growing right now. I can see the flower heads. Well, maybe not the flower heads, but I can see the plant growing. So off of those, I should be able to get, maybe another 100 cuttings. So eventually I'll be selling a good amount of the Autumn Joy Sedum. I don't know how well they would ship, but I may be willing to do that as well. There, we got some heat in here now. Nice. Another thing I'd like to do, at least locally, is to start making some raised beds, raised plant, like 2x8 or 2x6, probably 2x6 planters, raised beds, whatever you want to call them. But that's more for the locals. Oh, so I mentioned before that I have a community garden spot in Old Town, and I got the spot for free from a worker in Old Town, the community development department or whatever it's called. Well, the other day I got a call from a woman that claimed to be working for Old Town. Whether it was true or not, she was asking me if I wanted to keep my spot, and I said yeah. She said that there's a renewal fee, a $20 renewal fee for a community garden spot. It's like, I'm good. I got plenty of space on my property. I was just doing it for something to do. My opinion is that community garden spots should be free. It's not like people are making a bunch of money off the garden beds. It's like a garden tax. Hey, you gotta pay $20 to keep your spot. No, I'm good. Give it to somebody else. I am gonna, from time to time, drive by the community garden spot to see if the person that got the bed takes the wood chips out. Because I put wood chips in to grow my sunflowers last year, and they grew great. Some were even taller than other people's. I think I had one of the tallest sunflowers, and I didn't do anything but water it. Like, especially during the drought that we had, I was watering it like every day or every other day. All right, let's get through Milford here. Would you guys or anybody you know be interested in buying seed from, Three Sisters Farm and Garden, the business aspect of what I do here. Like I said, I've got the red columbine seeds. Hopefully we'll have more variety after this year. I think I may try to, we're going to pick blackberries to have, some wild food to eat, but I'm also going to try, because I know that with blackberries, raspberries, anything like that, the seed is in the fruit. So if I can mash the fruit and grow a new type of blackberry out of that, because that's, how seed propagation works, is it creates a different plant. After, I think it's, after like 3 generations, I would consider it a new variety, and then I could name it. Same thing with the, the red columbine. If I'm picking specific seed from specific plants that are seed propagated, somebody's getting pulled over. Happy Friday. Got a ticket. I don't know, just throwing ideas out there to see if anybody's actually listening. Of course, everybody wants to drop right down to the speed limit because they think they're going to get pulled over. He's busy. It is a sheriff. People think they're going to just be able to drive by. You've got to wait. What are you doing? You got to wait. Nobody knows that they have to yield? It's craziness. No wonder the cops park like kitty corner behind you now, so that they don't get run over by stupid people on the road. I'm so glad it's Friday. The weekend's coming. As usual, I'm probably only working until noontime. Look at all the people that have woken up and joined the show. Back up to 7. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I pray that you're blessed this morning. We've been talking about all kinds of stuff. The wood chips that I've been collecting, the pallets that I've been collecting. My stepson and his fiance are coming up on Thursday of next week to get married. They're going to be here for 2 weeks. I'm talking about the weather. Talking about what everybody wants to talk about. I mean, I try to stay away from politics because it's always a touchy subject, so we'll just stick to religion. John 3:16 in the Bible says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." Wow, that got rid of 10 people? Oh, excuse me. How is everybody that's left? All 4 of you. What's everybody's plans for the weekend? Gonna go out and do some fishing. I think one guy yesterday I was talking to, I don't even know if it was a guy, but they said they were out fishing for catfish. That's interesting. Now we're down to 1. Who is it? It's not Pastor Alfredo. I'm sure if Pastor Alfredo would have said something by now. Here's a good one. If you ever want to quote somebody, I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever say anything like this. And this is for the people that believe in Jesus Christ and have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. In order to be fishers of men, we must first be planters of seed. That's my quote. And I'm not, I have a certain viewpoint on how preaching should be. I'm not going to cram it down your throat. There's no reason to jam seeds into the ground. If God sees to the growth, then the seed will grow, right? I do my farm show, kind of insert my faith into it, and then point people to my Patreon page, which there's a link to in my channel description. And over there is where I do all my Bible studies, Bible devotionals, Sunday live stream for a Bible study, live Bible study. I know I'm supposed to wait until the end of the show to do the self-promotion stuff, but if I see a big bump in numbers, I'm going to put it out there, because at the end of the show, it's usually nobody watching. Thing is, I am willing to have a conversation with people, even while I'm driving down the road. I can read the comment. I may not be able to read the name, but I give everybody their chance at the 5 minutes on the show to converse with me. Have you had breakfast yet? Cup of coffee? All these people that have come in to watch or listen to the podcast, not a single person has hit the like button. Just double tap the screen, that's all it takes. Oh, somebody backing out into the road. It's not illegal in Maine, but it should be. I remember when I was in high school, a lot of people were getting killed because they were backing out into the road, getting hit by dump trucks and tractor trailer trucks. I mean, I do it sometimes. Like when I go to my mother's house, I don't back into her driveway. Only because it's a wide open driveway. Like I can see up and down the road quite well. But on like blind corners or, you know, the back road that I live on, backing out into the road is super sketchy. See if this guy has got any lumber yet. Earlier I was talking about building some raised beds to sell. Ooh, basket. Looks like it's falling apart though. But yeah, it would only, I'm figuring like a 4x8 growing bed or raised bed would take 3 8-foot 2x6s, maybe 2x8s, I don't know. But that's just for the locals. I'm trying to build up my seed stock so I can start selling to people that actually watch the podcast here. The big one right now that I have a lot of, that I'm going to make a lot more of, is the red columbines. Once I have more forsythia, I'll probably start, you know, I'll give those away because not everybody has them, but like I just drove by a place that I know has a huge patch of daylilies, also called ditch lilies, but I'm more or less growing those out for the compostable material. You know, after, you know, at the end of the season when they stop putting out flowers every day, because you got to deadhead them when the flowers are done for the day. But at the end of the season, when they're not doing that anymore, I can cut it back and put all that stuff in the compost pile. Said it in the past and I'll say it again. I'm trying to build everything I do as organically as possible. Every once in a while I'll ask people if they don't mind hitting the subscribe button, double tapping the screen, but it's not like that's the one thing I'm here for. I'm here to build a community. If you read my channel description, you'll understand what I'm actually trying to do is build a community based on principles found in the Bible. Because I am a Christian. In the Bible, it talks about how the early Christians lived a communal lifestyle, shared expenses, you know, nothing they owned, they would actually consider their own, like the clothes. When I'm done with my clothes in a community like that, I put it in the clothing closet. Somebody else might use those clothes. Or any other item that, you know, clothes, shoes, jackets. We don't have to buy new stuff all the time. Like the work pants that I wear to work weren't issued to me by my current employer. They were issued to me at the end of my employment at that previous job. They just gave me the pants. So I didn't have to pay for them. They are kind of expensive. They're Carhartt work pants. But I'm going to use them until they're pretty much worn out. And I mean, they're tough pants. You know, I work in a very physically demanding job. And I've never ripped them, torn them, you know, blew out a knee in the legs. I've been using the same suspenders now for a couple of years. It's not like I have those kind of expenses. If I see something at a thrift store, maybe. Or if those are forsythia. I just noticed those. And I drive this road every day, or at least every morning. My forsythias are actually one of the first things I harvested by guerrilla harvesting. I'm just about to go by a boat landing where I think I don't know if the batch of forsythia I have now is from there or down by the hospital in Bangor. Because I did, when Cheryl had to go in for kidney stones, I sat out in the parking lot sometimes, and I just happened to look up and notice this plant. I looked it up, it's forsythia, and I took some cuttings. I thought they had died because they didn't put on any new growth last year, but I put them in the ground late last year, and this year I've noticed new growth on them. I've also got hostas, which is interesting. I've got 3 different types of hostas, 2 that are already been in the ground, and slowly I've been propagating those. I just got a new one a few weeks ago. It's a blue hosta. Haven't planted it yet. It's almost that time to plant that. Probably within 5 years I'll have, a handful or so. Keep separating them, dividing them. I think my mom said something about her hosta that I got my original hosta from. My Patriot hostas are divisions from hers. As soon as all the hostas start poking up, though, I've got to move them because I haven't put them in the right spot. Hostas are a shade-loving plant or indirect sun-loving plant. And I have a spot on the property that we live on that would be good for hosta propagation. Surprisingly, I don't have to use the bathroom this morning. Spring into God's Word. Thank you, Twin City Baptist Church. Yeah, I'm always looking for plants that tend to sell in a nursery or a garden center that are on people's properties, just to see what people are using the plants for. I try to pay attention to how much sun those plants get. And I was thinking about the autumn joy sedum propagation that I'm going to be doing, taking cuttings and all that. Is that when it's time to sell them, I'll probably only sell half of them. So I'm thinking maybe 50 I can sell when they're ready. And if I can sell those at $10 a piece, that's almost my entire heating budget for next winter. I think it's like $800 because our house isn't, complete yet. Oh boy, I got here late, didn't I? 7:59. Gas is still $4.09, even though it was down 30 cents the other day. It was like $3.79 or something like that. And then it went right back up to 409. It's like, I don't know. Gas prices suck right now. That's a big portion of my budget every week is gas. Like, can we go back to COVID prices, like $1.79 a gallon? Do I have any drink left from yesterday? I do. Oh, nice cold root beer. Pool cleaning and service, the Moonlight Company. What are you braking for? Some people just don't know how to drive, man. I find it funny sometimes when I'm following somebody and there's absolutely nobody in front of them, they'll start braking. Like, I get that the speed limit might have gone down, but just coast down to the new speed limit. We're almost to the end of the show here. If you want to check out some of the Bible studies and devotionals and all that, my Patreon link is in the channel description. Sundays at noon, between noon and 1 o'clock, I do a live Bible study on Patreon. But now, I'm interested to see how many cars are in the parking lot this morning. I'll find out here in just a minute. Oh, yesterday morning, because I don't do the show on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I pull into the parking lot at work, and the place next door has a parking area as well, and somebody had dropped or left a bottle of washer fluid. So I got a free bottle of washer fluid out of it. I don't know if these, yeah, I might grab some of these pallets too. There's a few there. Oh, let's see. It doesn't look like many things have changed. That white truck we worked on, this Tacoma though, that 227 KEM, that looks like a Greenbush plate. I notice a lot of people from my hometown there, the last three letters of their license plate is KEM, like chem. Well, I hope everybody has a blessed morning, has a blessed day. Again, go check out the Patreon stuff. And I should be live again this afternoon.